Off go the lights on the pace car.
Down came the visors.
Away we go.
They're clocking in.
Yes, he's woken up our green flag man. He's a bit late usually, but away we go.
Peter Eustavinus jumps out right ahead of Darrow. Jesse Darrow in that white Spitfire. Larry Smith moves up a few places there in that blue MG Midget.
Oh, by the way, Lord Sissel, we've changed your graphics for you.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, you guys are amazing.
On high.
Nice, so no more yellow flags.
I'll tell you what, though, you'll be buying pints for a long time in the Isle of Man if ever you should go.
Oh,
Lap 1 of 7.
There it is. There's the new graphics.
There you go.
See?
Yeah.
Now
get your hand in your pocket.
Man. Hey, guys, I'd like a few Bitcoin as well.
No, they only accept pints over there.
There's that red Alpha in 4th place, 790. Is that one? Where's that car? See that? Or where are we looking at?
790's John Ben Fang.
Yeah, sorry.
John Fang. He sounds like a movie. The Alfa Romeo Giulietta Spider.
61 is Eric Russell.
Already a battle starting to form at the start of this race with the leaders as they head down.
Classic battle, Spitfire versus Midget. Here we go.
Yeah, if you're talking aeroplanes, it wouldn't seem right, but given that you're speaking cars, it makes total sense.
Yeah, well, it's not a politically, it should say MG Little People versus the Spitfire.
You've gone straight to hell for that one, too.
Terrible. Look at that. That Midget is really pulling that
Yeah, I
Spitfire.
know. That was pretty impactful straight there.
Yeah. Peter Eustavinus straddling the curb, which is per the rules. Mouth open. And that Mark 1 Midget. Louis in 2nd place. There, and that's the name of the car for Jesse Darrow. If you get a good shot of the rear of the car, you'll see it called Louis for lefty. So let's see if the other one is Ralph for righty. One's left-hand drive and one is right-hand drive.
Yeah.
Ben John Fang right there. Beautiful Alfa Romeo, followed by Eric Russell in that MGA, and Patrick in the front end of that car. Those are pretty cars.
Yeah, it's a lovely car. Spider in all red.
What happened to Larry Smith? Larry Smith, where are you, buddy?
In that what? In the midget?
Yeah, Little People.
He's car number 26. Why, has he disappeared?
Yeah, he's not there. He was in 3rd place.
He's coming into the pits, that's why. Okay. Just heard from race control.
Here comes what I'm guessing is Ralph. That Spitfire behind Eric Russell here in that MGA.
There you go.
Oh,
there's the answer to your question.
At least he's coming in under his own power. Sorry about that, Larry. Let's see if this one's called Ralph. Rob's not giving us a steady enough view to see. Rob's not buying me anything anytime soon.
I was about to say, you're about to get, next time it rains, you're going to be out there on camera too.
Yep. Funny enough, I was in a band with a guy named Bob Herdman. Rob Herdman out there on camera 2, holding it down.
We're looking for Darrow in 5th place in the number 53. Started well, but dropped back a little bit. And the field now starting to spread out here in our Group 1. Feature race 2 from Watkins Glen.
Listen to those little 4-bangers going by.
Here he is. Oh, that's 38.
He's moving up, man. Started at the back. He's in 6th place. Dale Osterley.
Yeah.
Get on it, Dale.
Just ahead of the Mercedes.
So if you know anything about these Italian, British cars of this era, if you can keep one of these cars still rolling under its own power at the end of Sunday of a long weekend of racing, you've won the race. You may not have taken the checkered flag first, but you have won the race. There it is. Look at that. Amish is showing up. Our buddy Rob there at turn 2, steady enough that we read it as Ralph. So we know who's the triple scale cameraman and who's just the double scale cameraman.
That was actually camera 1.
Yeah, that was Amish, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
so you knew what you were thinking.
I couldn't read it, Ralph.
Oh, you wanted to pick out the Ralph, I see.
Yeah, so Rob tried to get it for us, but not steady enough.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. That's why he's
I'm making
just
no
double
comment.
scale. And there's Doug Radix in that beautiful 190 SL Mercedes. Look at that. That is such a pretty car.
Oh, that does look fun, doesn't
Took
it?
my nephew Trevor around for the Friday night Watkins Glen reenactment. Did the Enduro this morning, or yesterday, and is out there going. So, man, not only is he a good body man, but obviously he's a good engine person too, to keep that Mercedes running like this. What happened to Mercedes-Benz in the 80s? Because to go from that, from 1955, just a beautiful piece of art, to those big boxy things in the 80s.
Yeah, may have lost the design plot a little bit.
I like the new Mercedes.
The trouble is that they put it all into Formula 1. That's what it was.
Maybe.
No, they still make a beautiful
Yeah.
car.
Eric Russell now, behind Darrow. That's Patrick Darrow getting by Eric Russell in that MGA. Another Triumph versus MG. It's like Ford versus Chevy, if you're Anglo.
And there's that beautiful MG. What's your suspension on that? Lovely. Sounds perfect too, doesn't it?
It really does. I was at an event with John Fitch before he passed away at Lime Rock, and he said, I raced those cars because we had a bunch of these TCs and TDs for an MG event at Lime Rock, and he said, I raced those cars when they were new, when we didn't know better. But you guys, he's like, you guys are
should
crazy.
know better.
You should
Yeah.
know better by now. There are safer and more reliable cars to be out there racing. I thought that was a really funny comment from John Fitch.
Yeah, it's true though.
And of
I mean,
course, nobody took offense to that. Everybody applauded, everybody understands. But if you love those cars, there's nothing you can do. You can't blame yourself for what or who you fall in love with.
oh, now you've done it. Now see, now you've done it. Now you started taunting Hamish. He's now showing off. he's going to get in the boot next.
Yeah. Hey, Hamish, let's see the manufacturer of those gauges.
We want to see the VIN number.
Are they Smiths? Are they Smith gauges in these cars? Yeah, exactly.
They've done a great job, all of our cameramen today. Thank you so much, bringing us these great shots of all of the cars on display and racing hard, both in the pre-grid and on track.
I feel like this weekend I'm just picking on Rob. I don't know why. Because he hadn't been here in a while, has he?
No, you just like to take risks.
227 there, Bradley Price. Look at him. Okay, there's a good shot from Rob, showing the hands working around. Those big steering wheels, no power steering in these cars. So the bigger the steering wheel, the more leverage you can get. But for me, the bigger the steering wheel, the more my knees hurt.
Yeah.
Look at those new graphics.
You're causing a lot of trouble today. So the MG Midget continues to lead here at Watkins Glen, and he's got, what, a 1.7 second lead over Jesse Darrow in second place as Peter I'm never going to say it. Udinovinitsi. Uzdavinas, that's it. It's getting late in the day.
Or it's Uzdavinas. It's Uzdavinas. That's what he told me, yeah.
Yes. Leading the way from Darrow and then John Feng. There's the Mini again with the white top. A lot of those Minis would have a British flag painted on the top. That was, you know, that was the way to go.
The British flag or the Union Jack flag?
Well, there you go. Union Jack. Excuse me. Thank you.
Because my nephews,
thank you for correcting me.
My
on my own
nephews
flag.
yelled at me. He's like, "Well, that's the Union Jack flag." And, you know, we have some Scots that race with us that only identify by the Scottish flag. They don't consider the Union Jack flag.
That Mini's the first time I've ever seen a Mini look big.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the Formula V, you're right. It does kind of look big. That's John Gorsline there. Gorsline Insurance. Racing that beautiful Mark I Morris Mini Cooper S.
Now, how aware do you think he is?
Oh,
look at the size of the mirrors he's got on that Mini.
Nah, he's aware.
He's hiding behind it.
I wonder what the draft feels like for that Formula V. There is a car behind that Mini.
Shot. I love it.
First time I've ever seen a Mini look like a tank.
Yeah. Into turn one more time.
That's the 12 of Arnold Carball Jr. in that Formula V.
And to get it right, it's the Morris Cooper.
We had Patty Hopkirk here a couple of years ago. We had a Mini reunion.
Yep.
I believe in 2017, and Patty Hopkirk was here. And we had, I think, 42 Minis going around.
You know, if you told people that dominated rally in the day, no one would believe you, would they?
No, but they were awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
at the hands of Patty Hopkirk.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to buy a Mini. I just think that's going to be the most perfect thing I could run in Texas.
Yeah.
I get a big truck and then a Mini.
Yeah.
And I could probably put the Mini on the truck.
What a lot of people are doing now are buying Minis, and there's a VTEC version. You can get a K20 engine or a B16 engine from a Honda Civic, and you basically have a daily driver Mini that has about 100 more horsepower than the original Mini, and it fits right in there with air conditioning.
We need to talk.
Yeah.
That could be me.
There's a kit. Get it, minimania.com. One of our vintage racers owns it.
But you could take up half a spot as well.
Yeah.
You can park it sideways.
Yeah, I always joke with my wife that we have a 3-car garage if I put my 2 Minis in there.
Yeah. So, penultimate lap then of our Group 1 climax to the US Vintage Grand Prix.
There he is. Eustavinus.
And haven't seen much of him, but he's been leading quite some time.
This is a battle, though.
We've got a good race.
Here we go. MG versus Triumph, and the Triumph has the line.
And they are going for it.
Louis taking the line, but now the next one is a Louis, so Peter Eustavinus has the advantage. Eustavinus. I'm going to get it right, Peter.
Oh, this is great. Look at this.
And this is the battle for first. Triumph versus MG. The British version of Chevy versus Ford.
Yeah. It's like one of my Scalextric races.
Yeah. Hopefully these don't fall off the table. Yeah. So, who are you putting your money on?
I don't know. It's a good one, isn't it? But I tell you, the grunt on the back straight of the MG3 MGs are pretty impressive. He showed it right at the start, but that little midget's got some grunt.
I wonder if a modern manufacturing company went to the patent office and said, we'd like to name our car the Midget, if they'd get away with it. I don't think so.
No, maybe not today. There's a few things like that. So then, last lap, I think.
There it is.
Here it is. Here we go.
go.
Final lap.
Who's it going to be? Triumph Spitfire versus MG Midget.
Well, the MG Midget, you saw, just definitely has the advantage in a straight line, and you can see how hard he's working it in the corners. You see the hands moving there. But the Triumph will catch up in mid-lap, or not. He may have broken him this time.
That roll cage that Triumph has is a little bit more wind resistance than that MG Midget. A little more top heavy. I like the Spitfires because you can open up the hood front ways, sit on the tire, and work on the car. Peter used to Venus. Looks like he's got him.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's gapped him enough now, whereby once they head down to the boot again, I think, yeah, the lot. See, this is where he catches him up, though. Yeah. Look, coming down the hill here. This is as close as he'll get. And
they're both racing British cars, so never count out the Lucas curse.
Don't bring out that. Fine parts manufacturer.
Darrow tries to take the high line there. They are going to get mixed up with some lap traffic here at these turns.
Now you watch the midget just pull away now. And he does just do that. Look at that. He's got gapped by about 2 or 3 car lengths then. And that's going to be enough to do it, I think. Still, great race by both of them. And you're right, the traffic is in the way, but not in the way.
Peter Eustavinus. He yelled at me at grid this morning, so I pronounced his name, and I've learned how, Peter. I hope you're happy. Winning the race here, Group 1, Watkins Glen International. Great race with Mr. Darrow and that Spitfire. This has been a good day.
Yep. Not a big group, but putting on a good show for sure. Eustavinus then coming out of the last corner, and he'll see the checkered flag. There it is, and he wins the final Group 1 race of the weekend. Fun battle between the pair of them. I hope they enjoyed that. I'm sure they did. They put on a good display for us of racing. And 2 great British marks. And it looks like the Alpha's going to take 3rd.
The Italian, he's the eyes, the nose, and the pencil mustache going across the grill. See that pencil mustache?
Yep.
The same mustache that Doc Brown has. Doc Bundy, I'm sorry, that's racing here with us weekend. Doc Brown is Back to the Future. That's a DeLorean. Eric Russell, MGA. It's a sexy car. I love the lines of the MGA. Looking up at the flag, waving. You know, a lot of drivers sometimes complain about track time until races are that long, and then they come in thinking, I wish it was about 2 laps shorter.
Yes, they forget how physically hard they're working a lot of the time. It's fun until you get tired, right?
There is no way to satisfy racing drivers.
No, of course not. Thanks, Ben. Well, I'll tell you what, Group 1 in the books. They finished their racing for the weekend.